Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you saw in the clip in the beginning, a very different place I am bringing you the news today. Wasn't expecting this noise to come out right now, because I found the perfect place to sit down. V and the Ha, that's where I am. It looks like I have to remove myself again, although it was a good location, but no worries. You will have more views in this video today since I am here. Oh, the gentleman is going there. Let's see. Real life, of course. Telling you guys, noise and people, they just love me. Okay, let's go somewhere else. Hope everyone is doing well. Yesterday I had fantastic live with the Duran, with Alexander Mercuris and Alex Christoforou. Check it out. If you're thinking why I'm walking so strangely, because this is the path, so that's why I'm walking like this. Check it out. It's under live section, and we had some very interesting conversation. I know many people left a lot of very insightful comments under that live stream, which I appreciate. So thank you so much for that, because we all learn one from another, and there are many things that you can actually discover or come across thanks to the comments that people leave. So I personally have to tell you, I discover a lot of information in my life because of people who left meaningful, insightful, very knowledgeable comments. So now I have a music that's a challenge, because it might be triggering the algorithm. There are speakers all around here. I know this is a very long intro because I'm trying to find a place to sit down and read you the news. What I have for you today are two topics. One is the digital ruble. How timely our conversation was yesterday with the Duran, because we were talking about digital euro, and now I'm talking to you about digital ruble. So this is news number one. News number two is about Ukrainian women, and that is all I have for you, but those are actually quite long reads, especially the second one. The link, as always, you will find below this video. And let me see, where can I sit, guys? It's a huge place, and the music is playing, and I'm not sure how can I deliver this to you. But first article is from TASS. Let me just flip the page. Okay, I will try to read and walk at the same time. So Putin signs a law introducing digital ruble. Oh, that's a nice place there. Digital ruble. The document implies an additional form of the Russian national currency, which will be issued along with existing forms of money. And actually, you know what? I go there. It's boring there, but I can sit. Russian President Vladimir Putin has signed a law on the introduction of the digital ruble and the creation of corresponding electronic platform. You have to bear with me, don't? Because I really want to avoid this music, and the speakers are literally everywhere. I promise I will read you the whole article. I just have to get to some place to sit down, and since this is humongous space, the desks and the benches are quite a distance from one another. So this might be a longer video because of my walking. So be patient. We gotta practice patience, you know. So he signed this into existence July 24th, which is yesterday, Monday. Just mind-blowing, and we were just talking about this yesterday. I have to say, maybe before I sit down, which I found the place, it's actually quite surprising to me how quickly Russia adopted this. I was not expecting that, to be honest with you. And now I'm questioning a lot of things at this point with this decision. I would like to know in the comments down below what you think. Okay, sorry guys for this very long and probably boring intro, but the news goes with this ruble. The link will be down below in the description box as always. The document is published on the official portal of legal information. It implies an additional form of the Russian national currency, which will be used along with existing forms of money. That means that the Russian ruble will have three forms: cash, non-cash, digital. I really don't understand. So those of you who are savvy in this stuff, please explain to me how the digital ruble can have three forms. How can it be cash and non-cash and digital? Maybe I really don't get it, but okay, continue. It will be possible to carry out transactions with the new monetary format using the digital ruble platform, which is a special information system. Under the law of Bank of Russia is the operator of the platform. So the operator of this platform will be the Bank of Russia. According to the document, the digital ruble will be used as a means for payments and transfers. The law does not provide for the possibility to open a bank account using digital rubles or to obtain a loan in digital rubles. Also, you cannot get a loan with this. Under the law, all persons who are not operators or participants in the digital ruble platform are not allowed to phrase digital ruble platform or any, difficult word for me to say, derivative words and expressions in advertising. Now you can actually have inheritance in digital rubles. The document provides for the possibility of bequothing rights to digital ruble, including through testamentary dispositions. The procedure for issuing such orders will be determined by the Russian government in agreement with the Bank of Russia. A little bit more about this topic, moment. I think one more page, yeah. In addition, heirs are given the opportunity to receive digital rubles from the account or to organize the funeral. If there are digital rubles on the account of the testator, the Bank of Russia will be obligated by order of a notary to provide them to the heir to pay the relevant expenses. Okay, is this it? Yes. So we have this in Russia already. Not sure. Those of you who are Russians, you know more about it. Please, you're very welcome to put this in the comments down below. What do you think? How do you feel as a Russian citizen about the digital ruble? Do you feel this is good for you? This is not good for you? Is it safe? It's not safe? How your freedom will be affected, etc., etc. Let me go further there because I feel it will be more quiet. And again, to be honest, I was not expecting that Russia will be implementing this so fast. Oh. Changes, you know, like I don't know, I just feel like I thought some countries would probably not get into this stuff, but it looks like everyone will eventually do it. It's just the question how different this digital ruble will be from the other digital currencies. It will be the same control system or it will be different control system? I don't know. Having mixed feelings about this, to be honest. Second article, which I found very interesting and important to share with you, because we focus so much on this conflict in Ukraine and the military stuff and the weapons and the money, etc., etc. And I know that, especially on the Duran, they discuss a lot about this economic effect, the war. What is the effect of the war on the economic situation in Ukraine? They've mentioned this many times. But I was quite surprised to find a very informative article on Polish portal money.pl about how Ukraine is now addressing the situation with women, Ukrainian women. But before I give you the news, I want to show you this place. You will have a lot of clips today, guys. where I am. Look at this, and I hope to make it slow enough so you can see it. Maybe you can closer. Very interesting. Massive places, massive buildings here. Look at this, the details. It goes all the way up and then around and then there. Okay. And I will find a little spot, maybe just somewhere here, to read you about, over there is nice, by the flowers, about Ukrainian women. Okay, let's go into the Ukrainian women. Ukrainian women, crucial for GDP. This is the title of the article. And then right underneath it says, Kiev will lose billions of euros if they don't return to the country after the war. Nearly 70% of refugees from Ukraine are women. According to Bloomberg analysts Alexander Isakov, maybe here, so you can see some red roses behind me. Do you see them? Okay, here. Okay, some view. According to Bloomberg analyst Alexander Isakov, in the 2.8 million working age women who left Ukraine do not return to Ukraine. One second, how did I write this? Nearly 70% of refugees from Ukraine are women. According to Bloomberg analyst Alexander Isakov, if the 2.8 million working age women who left Ukraine do not return to Ukraine after the war, it will cost the country 10% of its pre-war GDP. In the worst case, it will mean losses of $20 billion per year, which will easily exceed the proposed 4-year aid package for Ukraine from the European Union, which is expected to amount to about $14 billion each year. 4-year package, $14 billion each year. Here is a quote. For me personally, victory will come when Ukrainian families unite in Ukraine, not abroad. Therefore, the most important task for Ukraine now, for the Ukrainian government, is to do everything possible so the women and children return to their husbands. Who said those words is Deputy Economy Minister Tatiana Bierezna, and she said that to Bloomberg. Here is another part of this article, Ukraine problems with demography. And it says, it is emphasized that Ukraine had a problem with demography even before the outbreak of a full-scale war. The fertility rate was only 1.2 and was one of the lowest in Europe. Tens of thousands of dead soldiers and civilians, and even greater number of wounded or over-traumatized to return to work, will further reduce the number of consumers and workers who are essential to the economic recovery. And that is coming from Bloomberg. In total, refugees and internally displaced persons in Ukraine account for almost a third of the country. Oh my God, guys, 37.3 million inhabitants country had. So it looks like 1/3 of them no longer there. And although some of the internationally, today I'm like really crazy reading. Displaced person might still contribute to Ukraine's economy, those who currently live abroad are starting to find the way there and pay taxes in other countries. They are staying there. Many refugees return over time, Bloomberg admits, but it's not yet possible to predict how large this number will be in the case of Ukraine, and convincing them to return will be the more difficult the longer the war lasts. Nearly 10 years after the end of the war in Bosnia, we say Bosnia in Polish, in the 19th, only half of 2 million refugees have returned home, according to calculations by the United Nations Refugee Agency, UNHCR. So, first of all, I want to apologize for my readings today, because you know why is this? I handwrite this. I have one phone with me, not two phones. So every information that I bring you, I research first and then I write by hand on paper. And then sometimes I write so fast that I cannot I cannot read my own words, but normally I do and I should. So I promise you I will get better with this. I apologize everyone for confusing you. But going back to this topic, there will be no more Ukraine, it looks like. People will leave, they already left. Many will not return. How are they gonna rebuild this country, you know? It's one aspect is the distraction from the military operations, but to me this looks like people will not be coming back there and rebuilding this. If there is anything left, it will be a very small part of it. So the European Union signed this agreement, right? Helping Ukraine for 4 years, it looks like now. To me this will be like a buffer zone. When I look at this, the only question is, will there be more buffer zones or just one? I'm careful with my words here, as you know. But guys, that's all I have for you today. I know a little bit mess up read today, again I apologize. But you will have some more views from this place where I am, and hope you enjoyed that. Always appreciate your comments down below this video. Make sure to join me on Locals, because so many of you are watching my videos and I'm so grateful for this. But I would like to make sure that you will stay with me on other platforms that are important to be. And you have Locals, you have Rumble. If you want to always follow my travels, you follow me on Instagram, and then you see the museums, the restaurants, and many other places I visit on my journeys. And join my mailing list as well. That is always a good place to send you information. And also, if you would like to support me, if you feel like you want to contribute something, you can do it via Buy Me a Coffee, or even if you join me on Locals, you can do it there. Especially on Locals, you have this option to subscribe. So lots of love to you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Hit that like if you appreciate the content. Definitely leave the comments. I will read them and see maybe you made some important statements and you deliver some important information there as well. And we can learn, like I said, one from another. That's it. I see you tomorrow in another video. Might be one more live this week with another guest. So that probably will be on Friday. Until then, I see you tomorrow. Again, lots of love. Bye, guys. I know, guys, I have already ended this video as far as my talking, but I wanted to add a little clip with my words. Mysterious rocket. Yep, you know what I'm saying. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Хотя бы копеечку.